Welcome to the Know. I'm Ashley.
John.
The For Honor just can't seem to stop shooting itself in the foot or, I don't know, stabbing itself with a broadsword.
Did this shoot anything in For Honor?
I don't think so. So you're just going to have to go ahead and find something else old-timey to do with yourself. No secret that the multiplayer hack and slash game has fallen on kind of tough times recently, with a lot of players abandoning it, and those that remain have been complaining about a variety of different issues with the game.
But this weekend's tournament was supposed to fix all that. Or at least it was supposed to usher in a bright new future for the game and its newest update that releases tomorrow.
Right, like a celebration of sorts. Yes. Instead, the Season 3 tournament was, well, it was kind of a giant and super embarrassing clusterfuck. It showed off a ton of problems in a very public fashion.
That's not a good way to do it.
No, listen to Ubisoft and other developers on this one. If you're gonna host a competitive tournament, maybe fix your game's problem first.
Yeah, Pokemon Go. Sorry, this is about For Honor. If you don't know what we're talking about, here's some context. For Honor was released in February and got a lot of praise for its medieval multiplayer combat, but it's also had a ton of issues ranging from connectivity to microtransactions to the usual glitches and balance issues with its fighters. At one point, the game famously lost 95% of its player base.
But it actually has looked recently like For Honor is getting fixed. Last month, after several months of player complaints about connectivity issues that made the game difficult to play because of the peer-to-peer way they were doing their multiplayer, made it hard, if not impossible, to actually get into matches. Ubisoft announced that the game is finally getting dedicated servers, which is great news for fans, at some point, at least. And the new Grudge and Glory update that releases tomorrow comes with 2 new units and 2 new maps. And everyone likes new stuff. It's good to get fresh, new content in your games.
Yeah, so to usher in the new update, Ubisoft hosted a tournament with a $10,000 prize last weekend. And it was just a big old mess. Thanks to the live stream, everyone got to see the big old mess and the many, many bugs and imbalance issues all on full display for everyone to see.
All of the problems were there. Overpowered characters like Raider steamrolled through the competition. Exploits that allowed players to get unfair advantages. Full display. The eventual winner, Jacob Palin, used something called the Unlock Tech exploit, which was described on Reddit as a technique that changes certain properties of the abilities and moves in the game if performed at particular times.
Yeah, you know that your win is a little suspect when the person awarding your trophy says things like, soon you might have to change your play style. Oh, and the winner himself said, I didn't think it'd be this easy. Before the tournament, I hadn't played the game for 2 weeks.
Okay, so
that's
if
fun.
The winner of your tournament is openly using exploits and admitting to being out of practice, pretty clear indication that your game's got some issues, guys.
So, yeah, the tournament did not go over well, and fans pretty much consider it to be a disaster. A post on the subject has more than 12,000 upvotes on Reddit, with the original poster saying, this is a downright embarrassment for the For Honor community. These issues are by no means recent issues and have been of heavy contention the past few weeks leading up to this tournament in community discussion. For Honor is theoretically supposed to be a fighting game, but this tournament has potentially shown to thousands of people just how thin the game is in a setting where players are supposedly trying their absolute best to secure the prize money.
Well, yeah, it's just take a nice 2-week break first, and then you're
Yeah,
shooing. The tournament underscored the complaints for a lot of For Honor players who think the game's got a lot of potential. And that's the thing, is I remember seeing this game way before it came out at E3. It played very polished, looked great, lots of fun, a lot of potential, but the execution when it comes to the final launch has been a little bit lacking. A lot of people have accused Ubisoft of ignoring players' concerns about balance issues, which have gotten worse and worse for a lot of users.
Yeah, specifically Reddit user Rainstorm said, Ubisoft proved time after time that they had no idea how to balance the game at high skill levels. I'm pretty sure they convinced themselves that the gimmick 4v4 with power-ups was going to be the competitive game mode, so they never bothered to have the classes be balanced.
Why would you? A For Honor representative told Kotaku they will continue to improve the player experience based on feedback from the live game as well as our public test environments. So maybe, let's look on the bright side here, silver lining, yes, it was a bit of a mess of an event, but maybe it was also a much needed wake-up call for the developers that For Honor really, really does need some attention.
Yeah, there's no doubt that For Honor has not aged well over the last 30 days.
Not that old.
Yeah. That's how bad it's aged, is that, you know, over the last 30 days, it's averaged less than 2,000 players. According to Steam charts, that's down from a peak of nearly 46,000 the month of the game's launch, which again, was not that long ago.
Right, and like we said, many feel like the game has basically been abandoned by Ubisoft, a point that was really driven home last weekend by the tournament. But again, Silver linings. If Ubisoft can be embarrassed enough to fix it, then the game gets better, and then we put the tournament behind us and everyone gets a better game out of it, right?
Yeah, maybe. As Eurogamer put it, if Ubisoft have any esports aspirations for the game at all, it'll need to take a long, hard look at the tactics, honors best players used to win, and tweak accordingly.
So what do you guys think of all the problems with this For Honor tournament? Did you watch it? Were you a little bit embarrassed? Are you hoping that Ubisoft takes these learnings to heart? Let us know in the comments.
And for all your For Honor news, be sure to like this video, and if you're new around here, subscribe to the know. Bye.
I really did like it the first time I played it. It felt good, it felt weighty.
I feel like when your game breaks that soon early on in its production, that's a very hard leg to start off on.
It is, yeah. Like when your netcode is just the root of the problem, you're sort of boned from the get-go.
I'm just gonna keep playing PUBG.